Hello, what's up? It's Chelsea from the C hanging out with you. Happy Hour News Live, episode dos. There's no one watching right now, so I'm talking to myself, but that's okay. So I'm going to wait till people come on up and start watching. I hope some people will have alcohol today. What I am drinking, it's not a local drink, and the whole point of this, well, not whole point, but part of this podcast, live podcast thing, is to do like local breweries and local like wineries and that kind of stuff eventually. But I just had to tell the world about this drink. Okay, basic White Claw, whatever, but it is the lemon one. So I originally bought the variety pack, the new one, because of tangerine. I was like, delicious. I would love that. I didn't even try the lime like my first time trying. I just like left it in the refrigerator. And there was like one of the last drinks I had left, and I was like, all right, I'll drink it. I thought it'd be like the lime flavor. Open it up. Holy crap, it tastes like Sprite or like 7-Up. There's no aftertaste, because like, let's be honest, White Claw has that little bit of aftertaste. So just what I'm drinking. If you're watching right now and drinking and waited to open it with me, I thought it'd be cute, you know, like 1, 2, 3, open. Here we go. Delicious. This is like a good mixer drink too. With that being said, I don't have anyone really to shout out locally, alcohol wise, but I do want to shout out our good friends over at Aloha Snacks. So I was longboarding yesterday because I bought a new longboard because I was like, man, I feel sad. I'm going to buy something and feel better. Fiscally irresponsible. But anyways, I ran by and saw and didn't even realize they have a drive-thru. Like, I guess their building used to be, I don't know, what, a McDonald's or something. And I was really excited about it because if you don't know Aloha Snacks, they have the most delicious poke bowls, like all types of really good, delicious food, lots of alcohol, and they are definitely open. And you can go through a little drive-thru and get your poke bowl with ya. So, shout out Aloha Snacks. They're at the oceanfront. Super delicious. So yeah, I want to start out these podcasts, live podcasts, with asking you guys what's going on in your life. If there's anything happy going on, anything you could tell and share with people to make them feel happy. For me, I already said it. I want to go get my longboard, but I think I'll expose myself because I'm definitely wearing a cute top, but sweatpants, so don't judge me. But, see, sweatpants, Victoria's Secret. That's my new longboard. It's quite fine. It's my little scuba sticker because I learned how to scuba dive. So yeah, that's what's making me happy. It's quite heavy actually. Because honestly, there's like a lot of stuff that's like making us feel bad, and like you should really, you know, try to make yourself feel good. If there's just one little thing, if it's like meditating in the morning or maybe starting up a new hobby like art or anything. So I want to hear from you. Comment if you would like, and let me know, and we'll talk about it. Let's see. So I have a whole little list of stuff we'll talk about. Oh yeah, and on top of that, so if you don't know, Z104 is part of a company called Entercom. And Entercom is a radio cluster, so we also have our sister stations, 94.9 The Point, 101.3 2WD, and 95.7 R&B. And what we're doing is called Entercom Norfolk COVID-19 Story Phone. So we want to hear from you if you have any like fun stories, or even, it doesn't have to necessarily be a positive story. It can be really anything you want to talk about and share with our community. So we have a phone number, and I'll later put this on the little bio of this video, 757-452-3610. We'd like to share what you have to say. It could be maybe a shout out to someone that helped you. It could be literally anything you want to talk about, but you just want someone to know about. So yeah. And if you're not drinking right now, and you don't have to have an alcoholic drink, I realized last episode, I was like, drink! And I was like, oh, some people actually don't drink alcohol. I'm sorry. So you can drink like a water, a milkshake. Like I got non-alcoholic here too. You can go the best of both worlds. Okay, so the next segment before we get into the news, I want to do like something funny. So if you go over to Z104 Fans Facebook page, Ashley from the Z Morning Zoo earlier shared this this man, and this is not good, okay? Don't be sneaking out of quarantine, but this man dressed up as a bush to sneak out during quarantine. Hold on, I'm gonna switch the camera so you can see it because it is so funny. Okay. Look at this fool. Look at this fool. Like, I was so weak. I could not stop laughing because, and this will show that I'm a nerd, but if you know the game Fortnite, there's this thing in the game where you can find a bush, like this little thing that'll protect you, and you can be a bush. It's actually quite great. No one can see you because they think you're a bush. But that's what it reminds me of, like Fortnite, people running around looking like bushes. It's hilarious. All right, Amanda Webster just said, shout out to Centera for all their hard work. Yes, I'm working now, Centera Medical Records. Thank you, Amanda. We appreciate you and your entire team and all the medical workers right now in the healthcare system. Like, you have no idea. I mean, I'm sure you do have an idea, but we are forever grateful for everything you are doing right now. Thank you. All right, so, and if you have any other shout outs, anyone else wants to shout out someone right now, please comment. It'd be great. All right, and the last thing, I'm talking a lot before the news. I want to do like songs of the day, and I was thinking I'll share some songs, you guys share some songs in the comments, and I can maybe compile a whole playlist of happy music just to get us through the day. Wake up, I don't know, you want to clean your house, go outside, dance around. If you've heard my radio show, sometimes I have a random dancing segment where I tell people to like stop what they're doing unless you're driving, because you don't want to do that if you're on the interstate. That would be bad. And just dance. So I picked 3 because I have problems with choosing things. I'm a Libra. But my first one is the Dua Lipa new song, Break My Heart. It is so catchy. It is so fun. And her chorus, it's about like, you know, meeting an ex or something, and she's like, oh no, like I should have stayed home because like I knew this was gonna be bad, but now I'm falling for you. But the chorus goes, I should have stayed at home. Like, she keeps saying stay at home, and it's funny because I think she did it for COVID, like stay at home. I see what you did there, Dua Lipa. The next one is Lay Your Head on Me by Major Lazer. Diplo, who is in Major Lazer, so I don't know why they... Yes, crazy Libras, Kelly, crazy. Sorry, Kelly just commented. We are crazy and we can't decide stuff, but we're the balance, you know? We always see both sides, so it's fine. But yeah, and Marcus Mumford, which I was like, I'm pretty sure this is Mumford & Sons lead singer, and it is. So that's really cool. It's a cool combo. And then, you know, an oldie, a really good oldie, feel-good song. The Doobie Brothers, Blackwater. I listen to it like once a day. It's so good. It's like, oh, Blackwater, keep on. Okay. All right, so enough of the intro talk, but please leave in the comments your favorite songs or shout outs or anything you are experiencing right now that's good or uplifting, or you just want to share. Like, I don't know, maybe you went to the grocery store and got a tangerine. You want to tell people you got a tangerine. I don't know, whatever. Okay. So the first half of the news is going to be hard news. Like, it's going to be world news, and it's going to be, like, still good, but it's not going to be like the other half. It'll be, like, kind of like anything can go kind of thing. So the first news thing I want to tell you about is Italy has reported a declining infection rate, and Spain's outbreak is slowing too. So that's really awesome. So the number of new coronavirus infections reported in Italy on Monday was 1,648, as opposed to 3,815 the previous day. That is like, okay, I did the math. I was hoping it'd be half. It's like 42%. Let's just round it. That's like half the number. That's insane. That's really, really awesome. Of course, people are still dying. It's still serious, but really awesome. And then Spain just reported their lowest increase of new cases for a week. That's really cool. And Spain says they are hoping the peak of their virus outbreak is approaching, and Italy says they think their peak of their crisis will come in just a week's time. So that means they are about to hit the peak and flatline soon. That's what they're hoping. So awesome, awesome news. I thought that was like really amazing. I put that number 1. Number 2. Dutch researchers are the first to find a COVID-19 antibody. And I read that and I was like, that don't sound about right. Let me check. And there's a whole website on fact checking all these happy news kind of things. Because sometimes people are just really like trying to push things to make you feel good, which is not bad. But you got to be talking about facts and not like kind of facts, like facts-ish. But it's true. So an antibody is not a vaccine, mind you, but it's still really good. So a team of scientific researchers in the Erasmus Medical Center in Rotterdam, which is in the Netherlands, which is really funny that's there because there's a show on Netflix called The Rain. It's actually really intense. I don't know if I should be telling you about it, but it's about a virus that gets transmitted through the weather, and it's really crazy. But the vaccine, there's a child that holds the vaccine, and his name is Erasmus, so I thought it was kind of cool. So they said they were the first in the world to discover an antibody capable of fending off an infection by the COVID-19 variant of coronavirus. So basically what it does, it neutralizes the virus. It doesn't wipe it away, but it makes you steady so your body can actually fight it. Because sometimes people get this thing and it's just detrimental and there's no chance. Like their body tries and tries and tries. So this will actually give them a fighting chance. So it's not necessarily going to lead to a vaccine, but it's a new medicine that could be used to treat those infected with the current strain. And it's probably going to be able to be developed faster than the vaccine. All right, so number 3, scientists in the Biological Research Institute in Israel are to announce they are developing a coronavirus vaccine, which is awesome. The scientists over there have a significant breakthrough in understanding the biological mechanisms and qualities of the virus, including better ways of producing antibodies, again, for those who already have the virus and development of a vaccine. And that led me to go down a rabbit hole. I'm like, oh, what else is happening with vaccines right now? Like, oh. So here's a little more in-depth of the world vaccines and things happening right now. Number 4. So in China, there are clinical trials of potential vaccines happening right now. The first U.S. clinical trial for the vaccine has started in Seattle with a human, which is like kind of a big deal. It's like usually that's not what you would do in these situations, but this is a very extreme situation. So, and of course it's like a voluntary person. It's not someone just grabbing a needle and stabbing a stranger next door to them. That'd be bad. The Imperial College in London is designing a similar vaccine using the RNA code of the coronavirus. It's a genetic code. I love that stuff. RNA. In Pennsylvania, there's a biotech generating strands of DNA to stimulate an immune response to the virus. Johnson & Johnson and a French pharmaceutical giant are working with the U.S. Biomedical Advanced Research and Development Authority. That's a mouthful. To develop the vaccines. Doctors in India have reported success in treating infected patients with a mixture of drugs, usually tackling HIV, swine flu, and malaria. Somewhere in Ireland, they've been doing that too with the old malaria vaccine. So that's awesome. And this isn't vaccine, but I think it's really, really cool. Formula One racing engineers at Mercedes have joined forces with University College London to develop a breathing device that can be used instead of taking patients into intensive care and placing them on ventilators, which is the whole reason why we are on social distancing and lockdowns right now, because we want to make sure there are enough ventilators to go around. And there are the jets. Gotta love them. You know, I live at the oceanfront. Or, you know, Oceana, but I don't. Anyways, so that's really awesome. Number 5. So this is pretty cool. The coronavirus mutates more slowly than the flu. It's not more deadly. I never said that. It is actually a lot more deadly and more contagious. But what it's saying is it mutates slower. So basically every year we're like, you gotta get your flu shot. Why? Because it's new strands of flu each time. The flu mutates. That's why there's sometimes like flu A, flu B, and then there's other times like lesser flu. So when you get a vaccine for flu, you're getting the vaccine for the most like prevalent fighting kind of flu, like the big guy, like, oh yeah, I'm flu. And there's a little baby flus that have been around. Anyway, so this is really cool because if it's mutating more slowly, once we have a vaccine, it'll be much more effective than the flu. Some people are speculating, well, this might be the next flu. We might just have to get, used to it. But that's very, very cool. So this means a vaccine could be effective in the long run. It acts more like a measles or chickenpox vaccine than a seasonal flu shot. Amazing. Okay, so we got all the hard news down. Now it's time for the other side. Of course, I had to lead with this for number 6. Pornhub is now premium free for everyone. Now I heard this, I didn't know where the website was, so I Googled it, and I kept finding Pornhub is free for Italy, France, blah, 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 but I wasn't finding the US. And I was like, no, I know it's free for the US. I'm not saying how I know, I just know. But I found the website. I'll have it later. I'll have all the websites for you to look at. So until April 23rd, guess what? You have like 24 more days, so get in or not, it's fine. Everyone will be able to use Pornhub Premium, which normally costs $10 a month and offers adult videos in HD quality. So the president was quoted, he says, "We hope by expanding our offer of free Pornhub Premium worldwide, people have an extra incentive to stay home and flatten the curve." I don't know if that was a sexual innuendo, but it sounds like it. Flatten the curve, I don't know. Haha, thought it was funny. And free porn isn't the only way Pornhub has been helping the world right now. They already have promised, I thought they already had, but they're promising to donate 50,000 surgical masks to emergency service workers in New York. So that's awesome. I'm sure they have a lot of like medical stuff laying around from like porno scenes. Like, whoa, doctor. I don't know. Let me stop. Number 7. I love this. I'm still sad. I mean, like, it had to happen that Something the Water is canceled, of course, but I was ready for Post Malone. Like, I was gonna be in there, throwing my bra on stage with my phone number. Like, it was gonna happen, but it's fine. But anyways, next best thing. Post Malone is hosting a celebrity beer pong tournament for charity. I love him. It's going to be through Instagram Live next week. I keep finding or trying to search for the date. I don't know yet. I don't think they have decided. It's also Machine Gun Kelly, who was at Shagfest, if you remember, and he was really good. So the charities are all COVID-19 fighting organizations. Each team will pay a fee. All the winnings go to the charities. And further efforts, the celebs will take home it says in the article, a pretty sweet trophy. So, it's awesome. Number 8, Busch Beer. I love Busch Beer because I don't think they have anything to do with Busch Gardens, but I always associate them with Busch Gardens, so I love them, even though it's like not very good beer, whatever. Busch Beer is giving 3 months worth of beer to people who adopt or foster a dog during COVID-19, which I thought was really awesome. I was so excited. I was like, oh my God, I can't wait to tell everyone. Only to find out this is only applicable in Minnesota. Anyone want to go to Minnesota? But it's really cool nonetheless. Animal shelters across the U.S. are closing their doors to the public, canceling adoption events, obviously to slow down the spread of coronavirus. But nothing is stopping animals from coming in to these adoption centers and shelters. So there's like a huge supply, no demand kind of thing. So it breaks my heart thinking about like the animals in there. I would love to help out and do something with them. But that's still really cool. Like, imagine a puppy, free beer. Like, come on. The good life. All right, number 9. And this one has a live video you can watch. Super awesome. The Eiffel Tower in Paris was closed like a month ago, of course, for COVID-19. No tourists can go near it. But is lit up every night at 8 p.m. French time. And if you've never seen the Eiffel Tower lit up or know what it looks like, it's just this beautiful gold, like scintillating, sparkling show. And they're doing it for the coronavirus carers, it says. So not just caregivers, carers, which I thought was cute because that means literally anyone that is giving care right now. So medical, EMT, caregivers for the elderly, police, soldiers, garbage collectors, people working at grocery stores, literally anyone that is like risking their health right now for us, it's for them, which is really cool. And every night it'll say, merci. Oh, I rolled my R. That is not French, it's Spanish. Okay, wait. Merci. That was pretty good. It'll say thank you in both English and French, so beautiful. And the link I will have is a virtual link, so you can actually go watch it in live or real time. And number 10, the most, well, not the most exciting, because all this is pretty exciting, but this, like, anytime I find something about free food, you know your girl's gonna tell you, well, it's not necessarily free food, but half of it's free food. Anyways, let me get to the point. Taco Bell is giving away free tacos today. And Girl Scout cookies are now available online nationwide. They will deliver them. Obviously not the Girl Scouts, but like the mail will deliver them to your house. Amazing. So for Taco Bell, if you go today, of course, drive-thru, you're going to get that nacho cheese Doritos Loco Taco. Like not even just your basic, like, here's like a beef taco. No, Doritos Loco Taco. Come on, man. Taco Bell loves us. And if you don't like Taco Bell, that's fine. I found something else about Burger King giving away 2 kids meals for free with the purchase of an adult entree. Wendy's is giving away free Frosties with their drive-thru. And every Monday, I didn't know, Krispy Kreme is giving out free 12 dozen, or sorry, just a dozen. That's 12 dozen. That's like a lot of donuts, 12 dozen. Free dozen donuts to healthcare workers treating patients with the coronavirus. It's awesome. And then Girl Scouts right now, of course, you can order online. All the cookies are there. The Girl Scouts are also helping by donating cookies to nurses at local hospitals, which is really cool. They're sewing masks for the hospital staff. And the Girl Scouts of Southern Alabama have donated over a dozen cases of cookies to the Feeding Gulf Coast, which is a nonprofit organization feeding those affected by the coronavirus pandemic. I was very excited, obviously, about the Taco Bell. I love Taco Bell. I'm going to get a Baja Blast with that. But anyways, that is Happy Hour News Live. I hope you liked it. It has more structure now, so I think every Tuesday at 4 p.m. is when I'm going to do this. So if you want to watch and you want to have something ready to talk about with me, we can do it live time. I'm going to read the comments right now. A lot of people watching. But yeah, thanks so much for listening. We're going to do more shout outs. We'll do more music shout outs. Just stay happy. I know it's really hard right now. Like I find myself sometimes just like spiraling into like my thoughts. Like things can get very heavy. I know, especially when you're isolated. You're not seeing your friends, and you know, FaceTime is always nice, but you know, being in person is a lot better. But we're going to get through this. Things are happening. The whole world is coming together. Scientists, the entire community. We're going to get through this. We're all together with it. So, peace, love. See you guys next week.